Wow, what a start to the footy season. Hope that doesn't keep up all these drawn games. Could end up with a heart attack. Crikey.
Grant slides a little hand pass. Greg to Anderson. The siren sounds and the scores are level.
Wow, how about that, eh? See those Swans win that game? Barrett was so happy he had a smile from ear to ear.
But they've hung on to score a thrilling Foster's Cup win here.
Okay, fellas, cut it out. Cut it out. I'm watching. How about those three field umpires, guys, eh? Not bad. Really split up the game. Oh, what a top kick. How about Nathan Buckley? What a great start to the season. What a champion.
Blakey running back has done the job on Buckley. Buckley snapshot, rolling, goal!
Wow, what a great mark. There's been some top marks this year already. We're going to have a great season. Kick it! Wow. Ooh, ow. She's going in hard. Been a tough year already. These tackles, I don't know how they stand up to it.
Oh, brushes one tackle, he's caught this time!
Has there been some great goals this year?
Houlihan with him, Modra off the ground, a goal!
Here we go again. Another top goal.
Kicking the goal. Still inside the centre square. Watch this kick.
Hi, I'm Ron Barassi and welcome to issue 1 of Football Record Video. There's plenty of great action ahead, so let's get straight into it, not muck around, straight into it and see round 1 of the Foster's Cup.
Normally very clever in this situation, maybe tried a bit too much. Gets the handball off, comes back again. Opportunity now around the body coming from Scholl to full forward, bouncing ball. Collingwood attack at North Melbourne there, off the ground by Carey. Is it a goal? A second one.
3-3, plays 2-5. Richardson high, couldn't take the mark. Tony Shaw quickly. Playing at the back. Oh, he got around in front, but did he have hold of McCarthy? No, the umpire has paid the mark, but the umpire all clear the mark and all clear the goal.
23-21. Ashenko, Schwartz. Didn't quite get onto it, but Carey made front position against Kelly. Kicked the first 2 goals of the match, missed a very easy one. After that, should really have 3. And that looks pretty good. Inside the last half minute, players everywhere for North. Collingwood falling apart. Roberts chips it to McAdam. McAdam, too cheeky.
Need to do that. That is not on. He'll pay for that at some stage during the season.
But he'll kick it now. And McAdam and Carey have kicked all the goals in the first half for North. And it's about what you would expect. As a result, McCarthy overran that one. Smith's kick off the ground, well taken by Francis. Sweeps a handball out to Shaw. Got a quick right foot kick away to centre half forward. Blakey running back, he's done the job on Buckley. Buckley snapshot, rolling, goal! What a great start for the Woods. Ashenko and Richardson. Ashenko won it. Shaw read it pretty well, couldn't break the tackle. Richardson's handball, playing, you'd back him from here, on the run. Sanderson off the ground, Longmire unable to turn quickly. Rose handball to Russell, here's another one. It's raining goals, all up the right-hand end.
40-metre kick into a vacant half-forward area. Chance now for Carey, he's kicked 4. He has now kicked 5. A great kick by the captain. Well, Dennis Pagan, you've still got a long season in front of you, and Lee Matthews. And they've had a real cliffhanger of a game here tonight. Collingwood will probably hang on and win now. Francis with the football. North Melbourne rather. Now played into an open goal. Bradley's kicked it.
Him out of business. Lawson tries to get it to and succeeds in getting it to McRae. Minton Connell on a lead, will mark. Likes it, so does the goal umpire, it's through. 2 players unmarked in midfield, they can play on. This is Krill. He takes a run, long kick with the wind. That could just about be a goal, and is. Into the square, off the hands, over the head of Minton Connell now. Lewis gives him backup support, runs into trouble, twist one way, left foot's and snap. It's close. It's there. It's a goal.
Begins it back to Groom. Found a little space for Liptak. Across it comes to McDermott. Great footy from 40 metres out. It looks good. It's a goal.
Not perhaps so this time. Matera grabs it from Anderson. Lines them up, 35 metres out, bends it beautifully. Goal umpire doesn't move. 4 points, Peter Matera.
Didn't find the mark with a hand pass. Modra back to goal. They stay off him. Goes with the outside of the boot and kicks his fourth.
Gets it back to Edwards. Edwards with a quick little hand pass. He finds Broderick, and Paul Broderick on the left foot kicks a goal. Which way will it bounce? It doesn't bounce. Frawley gets back there. The Richmond player, Daffy. Oh, goal! That's a goal to Richmond. Richardson.
Bounce about 35 metres out from the Fitzroy goal. Satori tries to take it out. Armstrong. Snapshot by Matthew. Armstrong's a goal. Hudson is there alone. Paul Hudson inside 50. One bounce. They can level the scores. He's done it.
His third goal, and his opponent Andrew McKay was the one getting down the ground.
Big punch by Chapman. Well done. Went back after it. He was favoured by the bounce, but he recovered from the marking contest very well. Here's Lappin. Gets the ball clear. Chance for the big fellow. Clark, have a look at this. This is rubbing salt into the wound. Another goal to the big guy.
There are all sorts of claims being made about light beers these days. So what's so special about Foster's Special?
A popular segment returning to Football Record Video in 1994 is supporters having their own say. So when you see our cameras at a game, don't be shy. Come up and tell us your ideas about our great game. After all, they do say it is the people's game, so you prove it.
It's been a really long summer, not a very hot one, and I've been waiting for this night because we're going to win the Foster's Cup final and we're going to win the big final. And I'll see you in September.
I'm a Carlton supporter, and last year was a bad year for the grand final, and this year I think we might be in the top 8.
I'm as premiers in 94, Wanganeen and Brownlow again, and She Cockatoo, there's no stopping him.
Bombers are best.
Life's pretty straight without the Hawks.
On that occasion, ball at the back, still with Hall. Liptak was running past, he couldn't give it to him. Anderson's hip and shoulder was very strong on Mercury.
Now the ball forced forward. Pickering, tackled by Roos, taken to the ground. Seacamp in trouble. Coming in to help out was Spawn. Oh, he found it difficult to keep his foot on Spawn. Well done by Paxman. Comes back to Couch, but Paxman had his eyes right on the football and did it very well. And kicks it out towards the wing. Terrific football there by young Jared Malloy. By golly, that was great stuff.
Both from Liverpool, these boys, I think. Liptak. Oh, crunch goes Brown. And Roosy's not at all happy with that.
Long left footer, kicks inside 50. There's some holding down there. No, Considine gets back quickly. Oh, Mooney took out, who was it, Collinyook.
It's a free kick though.
Hi, I'm Gary Lyon. Be on the lookout for the new Football Record Video for all your football details, scores, information on the players, and anything other newsworthy that you might want to know.
Towards the half forward line over the back. Oh, good mark. What a top mark taken by Lyon.
Well, the introduction of the 3-umpire system finally came about in this year's Foster's Cup, and in my opinion it was a great innovation. But of course it's the players who are the most affected, so let's go and ask them what they think about the 3-umpire system.
3-umpire system would be an unusual thing, I think. I mean, the umpires now have got a big job to do with the two of them, but I think if you get a third one in there, you're almost going to get to the stage where they're going to be blowing the whistle together and being confused, making different decisions, probably confusing the game too much for my liking.
3 umpires, I think would definitely be a good idea. they're able to pick up things that they wouldn't normally pick up with the 2 umpire system, and they'd be right on the ball with the 3 umpires, I think.
Hi, I'm Danny Frawley. For all the action, great highlights and anything you want to know about football, watch Football Record Video.
He goes to Christian. Oh, courageous passing down. Danny Frawley met him head on.
In 1993, Nathan Buckley emerged as one of the great young players in the AFL. In fact, he won the Norwich Rising Star Award. It shows you how well he went. And since going to Collingwood, his profile has lifted enormously. So we caught up with him down at Magpie Land and asked him the difference about playing with Collingwood as compared with his previous club, Brisbane.
Puts the tackle on. Buckley, oh, great mark! What a grab!
Well, I'd say the biggest difference I've experienced between Brisbane and Collingwood is the hype around the club. I think there's definitely a lot more people there, and the culture of the club is a lot more defined, and there's a lot more tradition.
As we see Bullis suck it off the ground, across the face, it's still in play. Oh, here's Buckley on the left foot. Oh, look at that. Will he kick a goal? Oh, great play, Buckley.
Having experienced Port Adelaide over in South Australia, Collingwood's everything I expected it to be. The tradition of the black and white club is always there, the same as it is here, and playing for a side that is up the top, and everyone sort of respects. Whether you love them or you hate them, you often respect them. So it's always good to be a part of a side like that. I believe that at Brisbane the team was struggling with results. So I think maybe the aims were a bit more individual. Blokes may have been playing for their positions. I mean, obviously in any club you're playing for your position, and it is very difficult when you get in a club like that because you're sort of always looking over your shoulder. I think now will be a different story at Brisbane. They've got the personnel that they'll be looking after one another and be doing well. But obviously here you've got the pressure to perform, and you are playing for your position, but there's a lot more expectations as a team, and I think that gels everyone together, and I think that you've all got a common goal, and it's definitely easier to play when you've got that common goal in place.
Goes for it, running, rolling, hits the post.
He's certainly been very impressive over the summer months, the way he's trained and prepared, and just his whole attitude is one of a player who's probably a professional attitude sits well with the way he goes about things.
One of the real superstars of this competition. Well, he did very well there, Buckley, outnumbered 2-1.
Yeah, I think he's a kid who can handle pressure. He's only a kid, he's going to learn every year, and the more maturity he gets, I think the better a player he's going to be. But, look, Nathan's a winner. He knows, he's very confident about his own ability, and he should be because he's got great ability.
Bickley to hold it up, but didn't do it well enough in the end. Coming through Buckley. Handball on the shoot.
I believe my versatility is my main strength, that being able to play anywhere through the midfield, half forward, half back, and sort of being able to, the size I have at the moment, I can play as against a small bloke, against a bigger bloke, and probably hold my own.
Blakey running back, who's done the job on Buckley. Buckley snapshot, rolling, goal! What a great start for the Woods!
Yeah, I do love my footy. I try and get as much out of it as I can by putting as much into it as I can. So I love watching it. I love training. I try and get the footy in my hands as much as I can, but I think it's all a part of just wanting to sort of do the best I can do.
G'day, I'm Steve Kernan, and I hope you're enjoying watching Footy Record Video.
Dorotic, long kick towards half forward. Oh, Ferdinand pulled down a screamer.
It's the racehorse. This is Mark Fraser. Fraser a bounce. He sprints clear. 40 metres from goal. Hand pass over the top. Here's a chance for a goal to Rowe. A banana kick. And I think he might have kicked yes!
Rock of the target. Attacks it strongly. Plains handball okay. Chance now. The drop punt from McCartney, and Collingwood are going well.
Here's Scott Russell. Turns on the Thrupney bit. Sprints clear Russell. 50 metres from goal. He sets off for home. It's another one. It's raining goals here at AFL Park.
Aren't they important players? Campbell and Knight, should want them to get about 35 touches between them for Richmond to have a chance. Here's Broderick, normally a good kick. That is a probing kick to the forward line. Good grab, Richardson. Here's another one. The Tigers are roaring back.
All socket away off the ground by Daffy. Williams again. Oh, geez, quick. Great play, Williams. On the left foot. Oh, he's kicked a miraculous goal. Brilliant goal.
Handball to Rowe, right up from the forward pocket. Neat looking pass to Rocker. Good one, good grab too. He's a hard man to budge when he gets a half a metre on you. He's been off target. Richardson's also had a lot of chances down the other end. Gee, that's a good looking kick. It's a goal.
Down goes Groom, a collision there with Hawking. Picked up by Modra, well done. Smart gives it to Jarman. Jarman snaps and kicks a goal. Missed down there by hard opportunity, knocked on by Boyd. Liptak against the flow, kicks back inside the 50. Bacon goal square. Barker an opportunity. McGuinness spins out of trouble. It's a goal.
Now that's a free kick and the advantage paid. It was paid to Somerville. Now the long kick by Mark McCurry. Down towards Alessio again. Oh, one-hander. Now Steve Alessio for his third of the term and his fourth of the game. Kicks and puts it through. Now here's Robert Stevenson. Out wide, danger here for Brisbane because Kelthorpe's got it. He's going to chip it across to Wanganeen. Will he go over the top? He's off. Not good umpiring. That.
And the senior umpire looking on there too.
So we see the kick from Gavin Wanganeen, splitting the centre for a goal.
Big shot for Dunkley on Dunstall. Here goes Hudson. Off the side of his boot. It's a miraculous kick. It's a goal.
It was Sanford Wheeler, went to Matthew Wheeler, and he's Sanford Wheeler again. Gowers gets the hand pass. Bunn goes for goal. Hooks it. No, kicked it.
I'm Paul Roos from the Fitzroy Football Club. Great action, great highlights. That's football record video.
High kick towards the wing. Roos.
It's been a long, hard summer and I've put in a big pre-season. Go the Bombers!
Well, I've followed Essendon since pre-John Coleman, since 49. I've seen some good sides and this one probably ranks with as good as there's been.
I barrack for Essendon because Dad barracks for Footscray. I'm 7, I'm turning 8. The best thing I've ever done is play and go to the grand final and see Essendon win every game.
Great beers don't just come out of the blue. It takes time. So what's so special about Foster's Special?
Without doubt, the Brisbane Bears are going to be the most improved side in the AFL in 1994. Why? Because they recruited brilliantly in the off-season with Buse, Starcevic, McAdam and of course Lynch. That's quite a lineup. And we've gone to Brisbane to see those stars, but before we caught up with them, we spoke to coach Robert Walls to ask him what sort of difference those stars would make.
This time the ball stays in and the boundary umpire was right there. White's hand pass good. Lehman kept on going. The ex-Collingwood player bangs for goal. A ripper.
What about Darryl?
There's no doubt that our recruiting and our acquiring of players over the last 6 or 7 months has just been nothing short of sensational.
Well, my future at Brisbane is hopefully to pass on a little bit of the experience and knowledge that I've gained over the years and to the younger fellas and hopefully have a pretty good run myself.
In towards full forward McAdam.
Well, hopefully, it's going to be a bright one, and the club's recruited really well over the summer, and we're looking for a good season, and obviously myself, I'm looking at having a good one myself as well.
How do I think I'll go at Brisbane? Well, I think initially this year we really aim at making this, the final 8, and hopefully I can be a big part of that. And initially, I suppose I've got to get over the injury that I've had in pre-season, and I'm hoping for a big year with the club.
Well, hopefully we can win the majority of games that we play at home. That has to be to our advantage playing up here. And then hopefully we can put a few wins together when we fly in the States. So, if we can win, well over half, then we're a chance to make the final 8. And I think, that's a reasonable goal for our team now.
You look at the
the recruits they've got over the summer, they're quality players. I mean, if we can all blend in together, you know, Brisbane have to improve. So I mean, that'll be the trick to it all, blending us all together. But if Woolsey can do that, which he's a top coach, he's a proven premiership coach. So I mean, if he can do that, we're obviously going to improve.
To get the 5 players over summer as we did, Starcevic and Lehman from Collingwood and Andrew Buse, Gilbert McAdam and Alistair Lynch, well, Craig Lambert just tops that off.
Hi, I'm Doug Hawkins, you're watching Football Record Video.
Time clock showing almost time as brilliant mark.
I've waited 16 years for this, but finally this is the day. Gavin Wanganeen signed my flag, and touched my hand, and leant on my knee. And I love him.
I've been a Tiger supporter for years, and look you guys, I've been pulling my hair out. You know, Matthew Richardson, get in there and kick a few goals, mate. Good on you.
I think Dunster's a legend and the Hawthorn side will win the premiership, no doubt about it. Good on you, Hawks!
Hi, Mum.
Jason Dunstall. Jason Dunstall, definitely. Jason Dunstall is the best. Jason Dunstall's awesome. Go Hawks! Go Hawks! Go Hawks!
3 umpires, I think that'd be a great thing to the game. I think, I mean, it happens in basketball and the court's a quarter of or an eighth of the size, so I think 3 umpires is the future of the AFL.
I think the 3 umpire system has yet to be proven. I think time will tell.
3 umpires, that's a good one. I've encountered a little bit in the pre-season, and that's going to be interesting. It's going to make it a little bit more difficult for us backmen. But actually the other night I got one or a couple my way, so because of the 3rd umpire, which is good to see that the forwards do hold on to us backmen.
3 umpires are good when you're full forward, but no good when you're a full back.
He finds Broderick, and Paul Broderick on the left foot, kicks a goal, which way will it bounce? It doesn't bounce, Frawley gets back there. The Richmond player, Daffy, oh goal! That's a goal to Richmond.
That was Satori getting it off to Michael Dunstan. Dunstan down towards Wheeldon, who's inside 50. Traps it, but he's caught. He shrugged the tackle. Doctor goes for goal. The drop punt's on its way, and he's kicked it. Bain again goes to the pocket. They're proving pretty indirect at the present time. Cummings over the top, Armstrong gives it back. Cummings about 35 metres out, goes with the outside of the boot, and that's a terrific goal.
Curry taps it on to Knights. He's normally very clever. Run down by Watson, had to concede some ground. Turn it rather lazily around the body. Edwards with a chance, attacking it very hard. Knights in the pocket, running out of room, could kick a goal. Snaps, kicks the captain's goal to start the second half.
Tregenza inside the 50. McIntosh battles there with Modra. In goes Hall, pushed over by Brennan, taken by Groom. Didn't find the mark with a hand pass. Modra back to goal. They stay off him. Goes with the outside of the boot and kicks his fourth.
Smith's kick off the ground, well taken by Francis. Sweeps a handball out to Shaw. Got a quick right foot kick away to centre half forward. Blakey running back. He's done the job on Buckley. Buckley snapshot, rolling, goal! What a great start for the Woods.
Paul Williams, missed kick, they still might get away with it. Sanderson's there, all socked away off the ground by Daffy. Williams again, oh geez, quick. Great play, Williams, on the left foot, oh he's kicked a miraculous goal. Brilliant goal.
The left footer goes towards Dunstan. He's got rid of 1. He's got rid of 2. He's got to beat 3. Oh, he's an absolute champion. Now finish it off with a goal.
Square, off the hands, over the head of Minton Connell now. Lewis gives him back up support, runs into trouble, twist one way, left foot's and snap, it's close, it's there, it's a goal!
Costly, Chalmers to Liptak, they should do something constructive. Modra the target, was he being held on to? Houlihan with him, Modra off the ground, a goal! What a goal! Unbelievable! Extraordinary goal!
I'm Mark Bairstow, and for all the latest news from around the grounds, keep watching Football Record Video.
Centering kick by the champ, marking contest down at full forward. Bairstow around Newport, onto his right foot, snaps and gets it.
We're at the Foster's Cup here, Hawthorn against Essendon, semi-final. The best players for Hawthorn tonight have been Ben Owen, Johnny Platten, Dunstall, and that's about it. And the Hawks will win tonight easily, and they'll win the grand final as well.
There's a new day dawning. You feel it in the air. The world's growing closer. You see it everywhere.
Cathay Pacific, helping the new world of international travelers arrive in better shape.
There's a new
Wheeler at half-back, goes inside with a hand pass to McRae, a clever hand pass to Dunkley. Now Kepler, Kepler's a booming kick. He straightens up, thumps it in a goal, and Darren Kepler has kicked.
In 1994, I expect from the Swans that we are competitive in every match. That is, give everyone a fair, decent go. Along the way, if we can snag between, say, 3 and 7 or 8 wins, that would be terrific. There's a big gap between the bottom 3 sides and the top 12. 12th side last year won 10 games, 13th won 4. So you can see what I mean. And it takes a bit of bridging, particularly with a young side, but we're very hopeful. After some years of the Swans going down the track of using used players, I suppose you could call that, it's a shocking word, isn't it? We've decided this year to go for youth wherever possible. It has left us a bit skinny on experience, but you can't have your cake and eat it too. So what we're trying to develop is talent. You cannot get anywhere in football without talent, and you can't get in the finals, even if it is an 8, and you can't get in the preliminary finals, and you can't get in the grand final, and you can't win a premiership without talent. Everyone knows that. And it takes a while to build up enough talent to mount an attack on the finals and on a grand final. Well, Doomy, of course, has started the season under a cloud. It's a very unfortunate happening, a bit of a hard call in my opinion, maybe even an unfair call. However, when he comes into the side, he'll be up forward and he'll be up front, and he is that sort of player, and he'll make people take notice of him. He'll make opponents be aware that he's around, and it'll help our younger players a lot to help settle down. And he's been fantastic at training and in every way around the club.
Boundary line, 50 metres out. This will need to be a ripper. It's not bad. Great goal.
A finals appearance, which I don't take too much notice of now that it's an 8, because our aim is a premiership, not a finals appearance. But a finals appearance could be in the next 1, 2 or 3 years.
Hi, I'm Chris Langford from the Hawthorn Football Club. For all the latest Hawthorn information, highlights and news, keep watching Football Record Video.
Once more, looks for Lynch. Oh, great pass to Langford. Has generally been the master in that duel.
Go the Blues! Go the Blues! Go the Diamonds!
Yeah, g'day. I reckon the Foster's Cup's been pretty cool this season. Pretty good close games. The umpiring system, a bit iffy sort of thing. Few stupid decisions, but anyway, that's life. Can the Bombers!
I'm a Mount Adelaide supporter. We're going to get revenge. I'm not from Adelaide. I'm a Tory, but we'll get revenge for last year's Premier League final. Mondra, kick straight. Let's go the Crows! Go the Crows!
Well, I've been a coach a little while, so I know what it's like to be in your first year. And of course, down at St Kilda, there's another man who's in that situation, Stan Alves. And over at the family club Hawthorn, we see Peter Knights returning to the coaching fold. And we've caught up with both of those gentlemen and asked them how they're going to go with their clubs this year.
I'm thrilled to get the opportunity to coach St Kilda, and obviously in my first year it's one that you go into full of high hopes, but at the same time I think you've got to be realistic. I've got a lot of work to do. It's one thing to target my players and look for improvement in them, but I think I must realise and be honest in saying that I've got a lot of catching up to do to the likes of Kevin Sheedy, the Premiership coach, Michael Malthouse, Terry Wheeler and co, who really are a fair way ahead of me, so I really can't afford to leave any stone unturned if we're to be successful for 1994.
I suppose after spending 18 years here as a player and assistant coach, after a break of 7 years, it's just great to be back and around old familiar faces, even though a lot of the players' faces are obviously different. A lot of the support staff and supporters around the place, they're really familiar, so yeah, it's good to be back.
Over the back is Dean Grigg. He did that very well onto Dwyer. He balks. Hand pass over the top. A chance here. Racing into goal is Harvey, and I think he's kicked it. Yes, he has.
We have aimed to finish in the final series. I mean, that's our immediate goal. We've set ourselves a number of wins, which really I'll just keep between myself and the players. We've decided that we'll work through the year on about a 4-week block, and we'll just review it each time, and we believe that if we achieve our immediate aim of where we want to finish in the finals, that will give us a launching pad for bigger and better things and to make an impact on season 1994.
Dunstall gave a contest. It falls to Gowers as a result, measures the kick, bends it back, goal.
We have a goal as a coaching panel, John Kennedy, Barry Rawlings and myself, to make sure that we put a more than competitive side on the field this year, and obviously our aim, like other clubs and other coaches, is to make sure that that side is in a position where we can be playing off for this year's 1994 final series.
The ability of our younger players such as Peter Everett, the young giant boy there, young Anthony Harvey, Martin Heppel, players such as that, if they've got the ability to jump up and become very good players and players who can give us 10, 15 or so very good games throughout the year, I think we will again make a big impact on season 1994.
Well, it's been one of the most pleasing features, the number of young players that have shown me that we're going to have a little bit more depth than probably a lot of people first thought. Their enthusiasm, they're very, very keen and hungry. And I again reiterate that I think it's up to John and Barry and myself. It's our responsibility just to sort of get rid of a few rough edges, and I'm quite certain we have a group of boys that potentially will play a lot of football for the Hawthorn Football Club.
There are all sorts of claims being made about light beers these days. So what's so special about Foster's Special?
Full forward, knocked to the front, Cooper in trouble, man in hand pass, Watson, the goal square, Buick on his own, simple goal, Buick does it nicely. Handball over the top, quickly, Hands was terrific, Jarman, Platten, great kick, Dunstall's marked inside 50 metres, so some good teamwork by the Hawks, lands the ball with Dunstall, and his kick looks pretty good. A goal, but in chips Jarman. Jarman handles the ball with aplomb. Away to Ben Allen. No one in front of him. He can go all the way, Ben Allen. And he kicks the goal.
Setting it up again for the running Buick. Look at the sweeping 30-metre hand pass. Can they set something going here? Mark Harvey coming back across to Calthorpe. Look out! He gives it away. This is Tony Delaney from Claremont. Delaney sets sail for home. Yes! It's a high kick in towards full forward. And again trying to do it from behind. This is kick it! Ho-ho! Welcome to Windy Hill. They pounce upon it. Kick it again! Kick smothered. Round his body goes Hurd. Oh, don't tell me.
That's a freak.
What a sensational goal from James Hurd.
The kick into the goal square. At the back, Dunstall out of the air. Great stuff. You can see that.
Almost to Mark D'Alessio. Manton, a lightning hand pass to Calthorpe. Off to O'Donnell. 52 metres. High, long and accurate.
Calthorpe gets the ball out of the centre for Essendon. Up towards half forward. Cockatoo Collins. Away to Kilpatrick. Outside 50. The kick by Kilpatrick is very good.
Deer. Off to the running Nugent. The left footer goes towards Dunstan. He's got rid of one. He's got rid of two. He's got to beat three. Oh, he's an absolute champion now. Finish it off with a goal. Here's their new full forward. Mark Harvey's kick was high. And there's an Essendon free kick for holding. Well, here's the kick. This will make it very hard for Hawthorn.
Handball, Platten. tried to get it to Baxter, but in chips Jarman. And Jarman's kick in towards full forward. Great kick. Oh, Dunstall. Oh, gee, was he stood up well. Dunstall, lovely kick, 7 goals.
Up towards Hurd and Langford. Hurd! He's got to kick this to achieve that feat, and he lets one go. Say goodnight to the folks, Gracie. The Bombers are through to yet another final.
Rock of the target, in the box seat. They come left, right and centre. Plain should have been able to take it. Sanderson to Plain, he's very good in this position. Left foot goal. On the siren. Fortunate that time, Hall to Modra. Half volley, good take Modra. Handball to Brown in the pocket. Brown snapshot, looks good. Great kick.
McGuinness up through the middle then. Long kick, they'll contest about 30 metres out. Wren almost over the top. Liptak, Modra, open goal. I think he's got it. He has.
Richardson over the top of it for Collingwood at centre half forward. Swings it out wide. Visca sets himself with Francis. Goes to ground. Williams brilliantly played. Left foot for goal. Wonderful footing. Outstanding. Ball to be won. Sanderson, who's done all right. Oh, not that time. Costly. Chalmers to Liptak. They should do something constructive. Modra the target. Was he being held on to? Houlihan with him. Modra off the ground. What a goal! What a goal! Unbelievable. Extraordinary goal.
Richardson lays it off. This is Russell. 65 metres out. Kicks down towards full forward. Here's a chance for Fraser. Fraser against the line. He comes back around and kicks a goal.
Chalmers. Caught. Slow handball. Gets to Jarman. Fortuitously. Modra. Stops. Props. Here's a chance. Houlihan, Modra. Brown working. Modra, Brown against Houlihan. They'll get a goal. No. Modra unable to. Brown kicks his fourth. Shut the gate. Big fly came from Wren. Wiedemann sits and waits. He's on his left side. Hooks the back. Bouncing. Goal. A goal to the wing.
Hi, I'm Tony Free from the Richmond Football Club. Keep watching Football Record Video. Great highlights, fantastic viewing.
Was Recruit of the Year 2 years ago and has been hardly cited by the Tigers. Free! What a kick, Tony! Free! Well done!
Well, last year's final series was lit up by one man. That man, Essendon's Michael Long. Tragically, he has injured his right knee in a training mishap practice match, and he will miss most of 1994. But we caught up with him and the man who's charged with his recovery, Danny Corcoran, at training.
Now Michael Long. Look at this boy go. Away goes Michael Long.
Sort of losing the first game against Carlton, I think you sort of hits home. If you lose the next game, you won't be playing the next week after. I think a lot of opportunities don't come along. You don't get a chance to sort of play in a grand final every year, so you sort of make most of your opportunities as you can. Very disappointed, doing all the pre-season and especially doing it in a practice match, not in a real home and away game. That was the worst part about it.
Handball wide for Long. Backs himself.
Once I heard it just go crack, and I thought, I've done something really bad to it. I sort of hoped that it wasn't anything serious, but it just turned out to be that I had to have a reconstruction.
The key thing was that he had no joint surface damage or no cartilage damage, which, as any player who's been through a knee reconstruction will know, that those type of injuries take much longer to heal. Michael's very fortunate. He just had a pure cruciate damage, and that's now been repaired. Probably the next couple of weeks he'll start walking freely without the aid of his crutches, and from then we'll just start to progress from there. But it's very much a wait and see as to how the individual progresses. They're all different, and they all have different pain tolerances, and just the operations are all just that little bit different.
Centering kick, important ball, long, well done.
Courageous.
Oh, great.
Hopefully in August, hopefully back for the finals, and depending on my leg, how it is. Just sort of wait and hope that I'll be right for the finals, hopefully.
Watson's high ball. It's for Long. Schwartz to put. Oh, great mark again, Long.
We're hopeful that Michael will lose no pace, no agility, no spring, and just, you know, after 5 months we'd probably be able to make a realistic assessment of just where he is. If he's ready and he's confident in his own mind that he can take the next step, I'm sure we'll all get behind him in that step.
Well, champions are always missed, you know. I think Michael Long's become one of the most exciting players in the game, and you know, his humour too was always an added bonus around the club. He's a great comedian, Michael, as well as a great player, and we're going to miss him this year.
Sitting out and watching it from the sideline is very hard, but I'll be working hard in the gym to get back as quick as I can.
I'm a Victorian, I go for the Crows. Don't know why, just did ever since they came in. It's got no Can't the Crows! Can't the Crows! Time for revenge! Yeah, we're going to win this! We're going to win this by a mile!
I'm a pretty staunch Crown supporter. What do you think of my hat? We'll market these, we'll make millions. Adelaide Crows all the way!
I used to barrack for St Kilda, but now I'm with the Crows, and they're going to take out the premiership.
Patrick says we're better head to the boundary line and a bit of a spell. Platten takes the hand pass again and he runs into Doolan. Bang!
Hanson taken high. Could have got a free kick. The crowd roaring for it. Matera is in fine form already. Oh, brushes one tackle. He's caught this time. And would you believe by Wren? Great stuff.
And love the dollars, the big dollars involved in this Foster's Cup competition, that's for sure. Hickmott has it for the Cats. They need a lightning start. Riccardi. Doolan has a look up over the centre. A big pack of players. The Hawks have the numbers. Jeggy was taken high. Oh, he's lost it. And this is going to open the door for the Bombers. Great tackle.
Hi, I'm Paul Kelly from the Sydney Swans Football Club. Keep watching Football Record Video.
For the lead. Exactly, Gerard. The secret is to lead late. Oh, great play. Look at this kick by Kelly. Unbelievable goal.
What I think about 3 umpires is it'll be definitely better for the forwards. The backmen will have to use their skill to get in front and beat the forwards, so definitely be an advantage.
3 umpires I think would be a fantastic system. You know, the players and the umpires have to get used to it. It's never going to be a perfect system, but it's always going to be a lot better than having 2 umpires out there.
Yeah, I think the 3 umpire system's a good idea because I think the speed of the game at the moment, the 2 umpires can't quite keep up.
What do I think about 3 umpires? It's a good idea, especially for forwards. I mean, they catch those jumper pullers, so it definitely helps.
What I look for is 100% commitment to the game. Firm and strong, tough, accurate. If not all those things, they won't make the grade. I mean, really, it's such a running game. You must have that flexibility. Excellent speed and acceleration. You're able to stand up and do the job.
Impressive. You've definitely got what it takes.
If you're going to do it well. You've just got to look at them, and you know without a doubt they're made for the game. The official AFL boot by Puma. Yeah, without a doubt, a real natural talent.
Another player who created some interest pre-season, to be exact, November, in the draft, was the nation's #1 draft choice, Darren Gaspar. Now, of course, I'm a bit wrapped in this boy because the Swans did choose him as their #1 pick, and I hope that he and his club, of course, the Swans, have a great future. But we caught up with him just to ask him just how much pressure comes about from being the #1 draft pick.
Well to the half-forward line, it clears the pack. Here's Gaspar again, they're always under pressure, but Footscray players swarm in from everywhere, but Gaspar, good play to recover.
Being #1 draft pick, I sort of try and put away the pressure. I don't try not to think about it. That's the best way to do it, because if you think about it all the time, you just gets on top of you and you're just putting pressure on yourself all the time.
He should have dived at it. Here's Gaspar, the youngster, #1 in the national draft. Gaspar, good play, cool and composed.
I think Sydney's really good. Like it's sort of a bigger version of Perth, and so it's been quite easy. It's just all the guys are really good, and they make it easy for you. Sort of, you fit fitted in pretty well, I think.
Off the side of the boot, in towards the pocket. Oh, good mark.
The main objective is to play the best footy I can in the highest league, and it's the AFL. So, and outside footy is be good in uni and do good in that as well, I suppose. So
couldn't get out of trouble there, Hepburn. He's bowled over. The ball up towards the 50. An excellent mark taken by Gasper.
Well, I suppose we're up and coming side. There's heaps of young blokes like me, and I think we're a real threat this year. Like last year, I don't know, it was sort of, I suppose I wasn't here, but I never really thought much of the Swans. But looking at the side this year, I think they're sort of, we've got a bit more spirit, it seems, than what they had last year, and I think we'll give it a real go and it should be good.
I'm Vice President of the Adelaide Crows Supporter Group. I've been to all the Foster's Cup games. I think it's a great competition, and we're going to take out the flag in the Major League. Yes!
I used to live in Adelaide and now live in Victoria, and I love the Crows.
Yeah, I'm a bit out of bounds here, but I'm a Magpie supporter. I'd like to talk about the three umpires. It'd be a good idea if the one umpire kept the centre and the other two umpires kept one either end. That way it'd be an even chance for the whole teams.
The running player is Michael McLean. He comes through centre half-back and bombs it in long towards half-forward, hoping for someone to take. Oh, look at that! Oh, Darryl White.
I was half thinking there might have been a kick, wasn't it, there, like against Johnny Platten.
Oh, fine mark. Dear. Awkward kicking style, floats it towards the wing. Oh, what a spectacular leap down there by Pittman.
So Collingwood hanging on now after that, made a fair bit of the running. Oh, Archer, what a beauty from the side.
He's going to be a real asset up there. Played 6 seasons and 2 premierships with Hawthorn. That's the mark, Modra.
Steve Hocking takes it from Brewer.
Bartlett said earlier he thought the ground was in need of a run or two. Watson through the centre, Collingwood setting. Oh, great mark by Rowe. The little fella, hand in the air.
He got there late, Paul Roos, but he was entitled to do that. That was a good hard contest, that's all it was.
Modra the fly! Crawshay and to Somerville. Crawshay trying to get it down to Platten, who palmed it onto Allen. A high kick, difficult one to grab. Oh. Did I see a Brownlow medalist in there?
Close to the boundary line. Liptak stop. It's still there. He fed it back for Kilpatrick. Kilpatrick to the 50-metre line. Kicked it! Spectacular leap and mark to Dale Kickett.
G'day, it's Chris McDermott from the Adelaide Crows. Whenever I get a spare minute, I watch football record video.
To Tregenza, who was covered, allows Fitzroy in. Johnny Elliott gets in a hand pass.
Great beers don't just come out of the blue. It takes time. So what's so special about Foster's Special?
And he's so beautiful, and we love the rest of them too.
Alongside all these Adelaide Crows supporters tonight, but I'm holding my own. I'm still alive, but we're going to win.
We're going to kick your butt, mate. Modra's going to kick all the goals for us. Seven's going to win. No, Modra's going to win.
Yeah, I'm a Carlton supporter, and I'm here supporting Essendon tonight because I don't want to see anything at all to do with Australian rules football go back to Adelaide or anywhere else in the state for that matter.
I think the 3 umpire introduction will be good too. I think that it'll mean that those infringements that occur a lot in a side's forward line from backmen holding on to forwards will disappear from the game because they'll be given free kicks down the field, and I mean a backman will only do it once in a game and then he'll know that it can't get away with it again. And so I think we'll see that definitely advantaging forwards, and because I am now playing as a forward, permanent forward, I'm pretty happy about that too.
Well, as you can see, the players are pretty keen on the 3 umpire system. But what about the umpires themselves? We caught up with umpire Dennis Rich and their coach David Levins and tried to gauge their reaction.
We're very pleased with the results we're getting. I think
prior to the introduction of the 3 umpire system, we were generally picking up 85% of free kicks in the mid-zone area and roughly around about probably 65% in the forward zone. And I'm informed now that it's roughly around about 85% for both zones. So I mean that indicates to us that it is being more than successful.
Well, I think the 3 umpire system has been excellent. We've made some modifications from the first time we implemented it in the Foster's Cup, but the system now has, I think, proven itself to be pretty good. The comment from people across the football community has been very positive. Sure, we've got some teething problems, or we've had some, and the guys will only get better with the system.
Obviously, it's going to make it physically easier for us, but what we are finding is that we have to, the concentration is more difficult because we're going in and out of the games more often than we were under the 2 umpires. And also, when we are running, we're sprinting more to position as opposed to perhaps sloping.
With the 3 umpire system, obviously we need more umpires, and so that provides additional opportunities for other umpires.
Ball held aloft. Adelaide go to the right, Essendon to the left. Fantastic crowd here. Probably 60,000. It's grown by the minute. Wren got the first hand on the footy. McGuinness swoops on it. He can nearly kick this from 50. Goes long. Modra got it. What a start for the superstar full forward. 15 metres out. Modra goes for them goals.
Takes possession, tries to hand pass forward. Ola Renshaw, now Kilpatrick. Kilpatrick goes direct in the Salmon direction, and Salmon, when he's in that position, it's impossible to stop him.
Some good hands. Salmon will kick from about 45 metres, leans back, kicks it magnificently. Goes back in the smart direction. Stevenson, what a big job the 17-year-old's been given tonight. Chance for Liptak to swing it out wide. Does so. Visca's got an opportunity. We'll use Tregenza now. Surely he's got to use this effectively. Goes for goal. Chips, and chips it well.
Gets it back now for Jamison. Jamison, Bruce has already mentioned his skill. That time wasn't quite what he wanted. Simons, a kick across the 50-metre line. Buick. Oh, well done by Darren Buick. He could dog this. He does. Brilliant football, Buick. Somerville will kick from 55 metres. The lead by Salmon goes over the top. Manton gives away a little bit of ground. Hand pass was pretty good for Calthorpe. Now O'Donnell. O'Donnell shot for goal. Very good, Gary O'Donnell's a goal. Now Bickley's just forward of centre wing. Kicks it inside 50 metres. Modra went a little bit too early. McGuinness off the ground. Scott Lee kicks the goal. And we see Wiedemann having a little chat with coach Graham Corns. The kick towards half forward, no mark taken. Taken by Mercury, a magnificent handball, and Buick runs into an open goal and gets his second. The leader's on. Modra out in front. Fletcher is there. Ball goes back. Mercury, lip tag. Hand pass. Brown should goal. And does. In trouble was Ola Renshaw. Kicked away by Calthorpe again. Proving to be quite effective. Dale Kickett's tap on. Simons. Ball handling by the Bombers. Brilliant. Buick just that extra yard of pace. And he kicks another goal.
Looks a bit wobbly, but he's back on his feet.
And Ben Hart back in his familiar post on that full back line. But Essendon go forward again. Ola Renshaw. Well done. He's a natural left footer. He's kicked the goal.
David Parkin is there. Carlton play Adelaide, the opening game of the season at Football Park.
Smart, Modra, Fletcher. Chance for Brown, little one, goal. And they get another one.
Cockatoo, Collins and Jarman. Ball spills for O'Donnell. O'Donnell from 60 metres. Goes long. Somerville at the back. Can't take the mark. Ben Hart. Manton's a chance. Shot for goal. Glenn Magg, you're a hero.
Kick it clever. to Calthorpe. Centering kick, big ball here because Essendon have got the numbers. Ola Renshaw and Tregenza. Ola Renshaw taps it forward. Mercury in the dying seconds goes for goal and puts it through. What a goal!
Good kick by O'Donnell, out wide. Cockatoo Collins, he's quick. He backed himself, kicked it in towards full forward, overrunning it. Manton off the ground's a goal. Brilliant stuff, Manton. Oh, has this man grown in stature in 6 months?
Liptak did well. Jarman to McGuinness on his wrong side, but he can kick pretty well with the right foot. Haul the target. Chance for Modra, went over the head of Fletcher. Modra deep in the pocket, tries to get around, gets legged and will get a free kick. In the South Australian check side punch, he's kicked it pretty well. It's a goal.
McDermott back on the ball and Jarman back onto the ball as well, and those other two guys back in defence.
Smart wins the tap. Mercedes' little topo didn't go far. McGuinness, great smother by Kilpatrick. Rashudo round the body, goal. Adelaide still going.
Very promising player, as James heard. High kicking towards full forward. How do you stop Salmon in that position? Well, he should get the distance here. He gets under it a little bit and does it nicely though. He's got the distance and the accuracy. Tries to put it into the path of O'Donnell. Down comes Scott Lee. A handball back to Liptak, back to Scott Lee. Lee's approaching half forward. He kicks it in towards the 50-metre line. Harvey drops it. Mark Harvey short of a run. Andrew Jarman's shot for goal is pretty good. Talented left foot goal. Pittman in front. Calthorpe, he's played well. Shot for goal, well, it's taken the mark anyway, Somerville.
Paul Salmon's capable of kicking 120 goals in a season.
Well, Somerville goes for goal, and he's put it through.
The player judged best on the ground by an independent panel. Please show your appreciation for tonight's unanimous winner, Gary O'Donnell of Essendon.
I think it's a pretty important win for us because we had a lot of players out of from our premiership side of last year, and we had 12 players that never played even in the 1993 Foster's Cup premiership. So 12 different players, more than half the side. So it was really pleasing from the players and the boys' point of view.
Well, it was a great effort on the guys' part tonight. They were just absolutely tremendous. We stuck to our guns and we had to wear them down. But in the end, it was great.
It's good to win any sort of grand final. If it's the Crows, Carlton, doesn't matter. We've got another premiership, so it's good.
Started well. That's what we wanted to do, and just not many teams get the chance of playing grand finals. You've got to make the most of it, and we were out to win. The club's pretty keen, and we're happy to win.
Well, hasn't it been an absolutely outstanding month of football? Congratulations to the winner of the Foster's Cup. They are absolutely terrific. And I think season 1994 will be even better if that's possible. So keep up to date, get your copy each month of the Football Record video. And I'll see you at Sydney when you're watching the Swans games, and go Swans!
Starts straight, finishes straight and finishes with a goal.